Walter PPK. 7.65 mil with a delivery like a brick through a plate glass window. Takes a Brausch silencer with very little reduction in muzzle velocity. The American CIA swear by them.
Thank you, Major Boothroyd.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Any questions, 007?
No, sir.
All right, then. Best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
An ordinary black leather case with 20 rounds of ammunition here and here. Now, if you take the top off, you'll find the ammunition inside. On the side here, flat throwing knife. Press that button there. Now she comes. Inside the case, you'll find an AR-7 folding sniper's rifle, .25 caliber, with an infrared telescopic sight. Then, if you pull out these straps, inside are 50 gold sovereigns, 25 in either side. Now, watch very carefully. An ordinary tin of talcum powder. Inside, a tear gas cartridge. That goes in the case against the side here like that. It's magnetized so it won't fall. Shut the case. Now, normally to open a case like that, you move the catches to the side. If you do, the cartridge will explode in your face. Now, to stop the cartridge exploding, turn the catches horizontally, like that. Then, open normally. Now you try it.
Turn the catches like that.
That's right.
And open ordinarily.
You got it?
Yes, I think so.
Is that all, sir?
Yes, thanks very much.
Right. Jump. You'll be using this Aston Martin DB5 with modifications. Now, pay attention, please. Windscreen bulletproof, as are the side and the rear windows. Revolving number plates, naturally. Valid all countries. Here's a nice little transmitting device called a homer. You prime it by pressing that back like this. You see? The smaller model is now standard field issue, to be fitted into the heel of your shoe. Its larger brother is magnetic. Right. To be concealed in the car you're trailing while you keep out of sight. Reception on the dashboard here. Audio visual, range 150 miles.
Ingenious, useful too. Allow a man to stop off for a quick one en route.
It has not been perfected out of years of patient research entirely for that purpose, 007. And incidentally, we'd appreciate its return, along with all your other equipment. Intact for once when you return from the field.
Oh, you'd be surprised the amount of wear and tear that goes on out there in the field. Anything else?
Well, I won't keep you for more than an hour or so if you give me your undivided attention. We've installed some rather interesting modifications. You see this arm here? Now open the top and inside are your defense mechanism controls. Smoke screen, oil slick, rear bulletproof screen, and left and right front wing machine guns. Now this one I'm particularly keen about. You see the gear lever here? Now if you take the top off, you'll find a little red button. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Now, why not?
Because you'll release this section of the roof and engage and fire the passenger ejector seat. Whoosh.
Ejector seat? You're joking.
I never joke about my work, 007.
Oh, no.
Ah, 007.
What a wonderful surprise.
Well, for me, too. I must say, I find this business of equipping you in the field, on the run, as it were, highly irregular. Here we have a Geiger counter. Useful and unobtrusive. The sweep hand takes the radioactivity count. It's waterproof, of course.
But of course.
Now, here's something I want you to use with special care. With special care.
Everything you give me.
Treated with equal contempt. Yes, I know, but that's an underwater camera. It takes 8 pictures in rapid succession by pressing that button there.
Is that clever?
But if you can take pictures in the dark with an infrared film, yes. Try to be a little less than your usual frivolous self, 007. Now, here's a miniature Very pistol, which fires a bright red flare, a distress signal. You should keep it on you day and night.
I resent that remark.
Yep. Look, do you mind? Now, in the event of a rebreather not being available, you can use this device. For short periods only, of course, say about 4 minutes.
Clever.
Obviously, you'll only use it as a last resort. It closes to a convenient pocket size.
That's assuming one has a convenient pocket.
Now, pay attention. A recently developed harmless radioactive device,
Harmless.
which sends out a homing signal to a special receiver.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Well, obviously, you swallow it.
Now? Welcome to Japan, Dad. Is my little girl hot and ready?
Look, 007, I've had a long and tiring journey, probably to no purpose, and I'm in no mood for your juvenile quips.
I have much curiosity, Bonson. What is little Nellie?
Oh, she's a wonderful girl. Very small. Quite fast. Can do anything. Just your type.
A toy helicopter?
No, it's certainly not a toy. You'll see. We've made 1 or 2 improvements since you used her last. I'll give you the drill.
This can only be for children. Don't use it, Bonson. Take my helicopter instead.
Right. Now pay attention. 2 machine guns, fixed.
Synchronized to what?
100 yards. We're using incendiaries and high explosives. 2 rocket launchers, forward firing on either side.
Fine.
Now, these fire heat-seeking air-to-air missiles, 60 a minute.
Good.
Flame guns, 2 of them, firing astern,
What range?
80 yards. 2 smoke ejectors next door to them. Aerial mines. Now remember, use them only when directly above target. That's about the lot, I think. You know the rest, don't you?
Yes.
Cine camera.
Wait.
Good morning, Major Boothroyd.
Morning, Major.
Look what Q's brought for us. Isn't it nice?
Right. Now, pay attention, 007. I want you to take great care of this equipment. There are 1 or 2 rather special accessories. that-
Q, have I ever let you down?
Frequently. Just a minute, 007. I've got something for you. Roll up your right sleeve, will you? This is now being issued as standard equipment. Strap it on your wrist. It's activated by nerve impulses from the wrist muscles.
Like this?
Oh, thank you, 007.
Be careful, will you?
Yes, kid.
10 dots. 5 blue-tipped with armor-piercing heads, 5 red-tipped, cyanide-coated, causing death in 30 seconds.
Very novel, Q. We must get them in the stores for Christmas. Good morning, gentlemen. Is the homing device ready yet, Q?
Not only a homing device, but an extremely delicate microphone as well. Goes in there like that. Now, take a fountain pen. Twist the top, and a highly concentrated mixture of nitric and hydrochloric acid. Dissolves all metals.
Wonderful for poison pen letters.
Pay attention, 007. Now, pull the top off the pen. Now, with this ultra-sensitive earpiece, you can listen in on the bug. The homing device is compatible with the standard issue radio directional finder in your watch. If you haven't lost it.
Oh, that's amazing, Q. It does work. What's that?
Oh, that's the latest liquid crystal TV.
Very handy. Perfect image, Q.
Really, 007. Look, I haven't time for these adolescent antics.
Right, bring it down slowly, gently now.
Morning, Q.
Oh, morning, 007.
Mind your head.
I've got something for you. We're just winterizing this. Now, pay attention, 007.
Keyring finder. Surprise me.
Now, you arm it by pressing that button there, like that. See? Right. Now, wear that. Right. Now, whistle the first bars of Rule Britannia. Stun gas. Effective range, about 5 feet. Disorientates any normal person for about, 30 seconds.
Don't find too many normal people in this business, Q.
What do I do to blow up the room? Whistle, God Save the Queen?
Well, it so happens, 007, that we've packed the finder with a highly concentrated plastic explosive, sufficient to remove the door of any safe. It's magnetic. The actuating signal is personalized.
What's my code?
Oh, most appropriate. A wolf whistle.
You mean,
Stop! You may find the keys useful. They open 90% of the world's locks. All right, sit down and make yourself comfortable.
just taking the Aston Martin out for a quick spin, Q?
Be careful, 007. It's just had a new coat of paint.
This is no place for you, Q. Go home.
Oh, don't be an idiot, 007. I know exactly what you're up to, and quite frankly, you're going to need my help. Remember, if it hadn't been for Q Branch, you'd have been dead long ago. Everything for a man on holiday. Explosive alarm clock, guaranteed never to wake up anybody who uses it. Dentonite toothpaste, to be used sparingly. It's the latest in plastic explosive.
I could do with some plastic.
I thought there might be a mess to clean up.
Pam, this is Q, my uncle. Uncle, this is Miss Kennedy, my cousin.
Ah, we must be related.
How do you do?
Now, pay attention, 007. Now, this looks like an ordinary camera, doesn't it?
What kind of film does it take? 120?
No, .220 high velocity. Now, this is a signature gun, and that is an optical palm reader. And if I plug this into the bottom like that, once I've programmed it, now, nobody can use the gun but you.
Smile, boys.
Don't use the flash! Ah! Stop fiddling about with things you don't understand. You might easily have killed him.
That's odd.
Morning, Q. Sorry about the leg.
Huh.
Skiing?
Hunting. Right, now pay attention, 007. First, your new car. BMW. Agile 5 forward gears, all points radar. Self-destruct system, and naturally, all the usual refinements. Now, this I'm particularly proud of. Behind the headlights, Stinger missiles.
Excellent. Just the thing for unwinding after a rough day at the office.
Need I remind you, 007, that you have a license to kill, not to break the traffic laws?
I wouldn't think of it.
Good. Right, let's get on to more practical matters. A typical leather belt. Male, size 34, buckle, notch. You finished?
Yes.
Good. A typical leather belt.
Q, I'm familiar with that device.
Not one with a 75-foot rappelling cord built into the buckle. Fire, and out shoots a piton, followed by a high-tensile wire designed to support your weight.
I see. And what if I need additional support?
It's tested for 100. Flight 878 to St. Petersburg. X-ray document scanner. A pen. This is a Class 4 grenade. 3 clicks, arms the 4-second fuse. Another 3 disarms it.
How long did you say the fuse was?
Oh, grow up, 007.
They all said the pen was mightier than the sword.
Thanks to me, they were right. Look, let's ask Fred here to demonstrate for us. Here we are. Sorry about this, Fred. 1, 2, 3. Don't say it.
The writing's on the wall?
Along with the rest of it. Now, 007, do please try and return some... Do please try and return some of this equipment in pristine order. Don't touch that. It's my lunch. Your new BMW 750. All the usual refinements. Machine guns, rockets, the GPS tracking system.
Welcome. Please fasten seatbelt and obey all instructions for a safe trip.
Thought you'd pay more attention to a female voice.
I think we've met.
I am not interested in your sordid escapades. Let's get on with it, shall we? Your new telephone. Talk here, listen here.
So that's what I've been doing wrong all these years.
Look, it also includes a fingerprint scanner and a 20,000-volt security system, and this I'm particularly proud of. The remote control for your car. Tap twice. 1, 2. Now, draw your finger very slowly across the pad to drive the car. Well, it's surprisingly difficult to drive, but with practice...
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see how she responds to my touch, Q.
Think we understand each other?
Grow up, 007. Now, I want to introduce you to the young fellow I'm grooming to follow me.
Ah.
Helps if you open the door.
And you might be... This is 007.
If you're Q, does that make him R?
Ah, yes, the legendary 007 wit. Or at least half of it. Now, I dare say, 007, that you've met your match with this machine.
Yeah. New model. Improved specs.
I thought you were on the inactive roster. Some kind of injury?
Yes, well, we'll see about that. So?
As I was saying, the very latest in intercepts and countermeasures. Titanium armor, a multitasking heads-up display, and 6 beverage cup holders. All in all, rather stocked.
Fully loaded, I think is the term.
I think?
You're not here to think. You're here to do what I tell you. Now, go and put on the coat and demonstrate it for 007.
But of course. Now, watch closely, please, 007. The right arm goes in the right sleeve, thus, and the left arm in the left sleeve, thus. Now, note closely, please. Pockets, poppers, and zipper. Take the lower part of the zipper and insert it into the appropriate...
Pull the tag.
What? You said...
well suited for the job.
You're not retiring anytime soon. Are you?
Now, pay attention, 007. I've always tried to teach you two things. First, never let them see you bleed.
And the second?
Always have an escape plan.
So, this is where they keep the old relics, then, eh?
I'll have you know, this is where our most cutting-edge technology is developed.
Point taking.
Must you touch everything?
Does this still work?
Now, look.
So where is this cutting-edge stuff?
I'm trying to get to it. Weapon, please. One pane, unbreakable glass, one standard issue ring finger. Twist so, voila. Ultra high frequency, single digit sonic agitator unit.
You know, you're cleverer than you look.
Still better than looking cleverer than you are. Follow me, please. Now, new watch. This will be your 20th, I believe.
How time flies.
Yes, 007, why don't you establish a record by actually returning this one? Your new transportation.
Maybe you've been down here too long.
The ultimate in British engineering.
You must be joking.
As I learned from my predecessor, Bond, I never joke about my work. Aston Martin call it the Vanquish, we call it the Vanish.
Oh, very good.
Adaptive camouflage. Tiny cameras on all sides project the image they see onto a light-emitting polymer skin on the opposite side. You see, to the casual eye, it's as good as invisible. Plus all the usual refinements, ejector seat, torpedoes, target-seeking shotguns to shoot down mobile objects. Why don't you acquaint yourself with the manuals? You'll be able to shoot through that in a couple of hours.
Just took a few seconds, Q.
Wish I could make you vanish.
Always makes me feel a little melancholy. A grand old warship being ignominiously hauled away for scrap. The inevitability of time, don't you think? What do you see?
A bloody big ship. Excuse me.
007. I'm your new quartermaster.
You must be joking.
Why, because I'm not wearing a lab coat?
Because you still have spots.
My complexion is hardly relevant.
Your competence is.
Age is no guarantee of efficiency.
And youth is no guarantee of innovation.
I'll hazard I can do more damage on my laptop sitting in my pajamas before my first cup of Earl Grey than you can do in a year in the field.
Oh, so why do you need me?
Every now and then a trigger has to be pulled.
Or not pulled. It's hard to know which in your pajamas. Q.
007. Ticket to Shanghai. Documentation and passport.
Thank you.
And this. Author PPKS 9mm short. There's a microdermal sensor in the grip. It's been coded to your palm print so only you can fire it. Less of a random killing machine, more of a personal statement.
And this?
Standard issue radio transmitter. Activate it and it broadcasts your location. Distress signal. And that's it.
A gun and a radio. exactly Christmas, is it?
Were you expecting an exploding pen? We don't really go in for that anymore. Good luck out there in the field. And please return the equipment in one piece.
Brave new world.
Ah, 007.
Q?
Please excuse the mess. Everything's a little bit up in the air, what with the changes and all. Couple of things to get through. Shall we get started? Just relax. That's it, lovely. Now, you may feel a small...
Christ!
Prick.
What is it?
Cutting-edge nanotechnology. Smart blood. Microchips in your bloodstream allows us to track your movements in the field. You see those readouts? We can monitor your vital signs from anywhere on the planet.
That sounds marvelous.
Call it a post-Mexico insurance policy. By direct order of M.
I completely understand.
Good. Right, well, I've just got one last thing for you and you can be on your way. Magnificent, isn't she? 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. Fully bulletproof, a few little tricks up her sleeve. It's a shame, really. She was meant for you, but she's been reassigned to 009. But you can have this.
Does it do anything?
It tells the time. Might help with your punctuality issues.
M's idea?
Precisely. Oh, one word of warning. The alarm is rather loud, if you know what I mean.
I think I did.
Oh, yes. That old thing is taking quite a bit of time. Mind you, there wasn't much left to work on. Barely a steering wheel. I believe I said bring it back in one piece, not bring back one piece. Anyway, enjoy your downtime, 007.
Q?
Yes?
Well, now you know exactly where I am all the time. Will you do something for me?
What do you have in mind, exactly?
Make me disappear.
May I remind you that I answer directly to M. I also have a mortgage and 2 cats to feed.
Well, then I suggest you trust me. For the sake of the cats.
Well, it's lovely to see you, 007. Very lovely. Now, I meant to tell you, the Smart Blood program is obviously still in its developmental phase. So we may experience the odd drop in coverage during the first 24 hours. 48 hours after administration, but after that it should work perfectly.
I'll send you a postcard.
Please don't.
Bond, your watch. It contains a limited radius electromagnetic pulse. It'll short any circuit in a hardwired network if you get close enough.
Mm-hmm. And how strong is it?
It's fairly strong.
Fairly strong? What's that mean?
You haven't had the chance to test it properly, just be careful. Right, this is QDAR. We'll map the space as you move through it. Don't touch that. And Smart Blood will track you. Oops. And your vitals. Bond, you don't mind a shot or two whilst at work, shall we?
Well, I haven't had a drink for 3 or 4 hours.
Wow. Doesn't sound like you. Ow!
Good. I assume you know how the stealthy bird works?
No, no idea.
Gravity.